Well, Wes, this is actually gonna be probably one of the shortest Marvelous Thursdays we ever done. Ain't
Yeah,
that
that's
shocking?
saying something. Yep, that's gonna be great.
That is great. That's great for both of us and stuff. Yeah, I'm the host, Chopper War Dog 008. This is co-host.
I'm Westonius, and oh boy, while there may not be much stories today, it's mostly just Disney because they can't stay out the headlines apparently.
They keep getting themselves in trouble, man. That's all. That's all there is to it and stuff. And then, of course, we're gonna talk about the. I saw another movie, Karate Kid Legends.
Oh boy, how was that?
Um, I wouldn't say like it will blow the roof off and stuff. It was, it felt more like a homage, if anything. It was just like this movie was done in an hour and 34 minutes. It was even shorter than Captain America: Brave New World. And usually Karate Kid movies aren't that short. If I'm not mistaken, let me see about the Karate Kid. Because the last Karate Kid movie I saw was the third one. Besides, we don't talk about the Jaden Smith one. What did I say that existed? Did I say that existed? I forgot that existed. West. So the first
I
one took.
forgot.
Yep. So we don't talk about that. But the first three ones that were 80s and 90s, that's the last ones I saw. I did.
That
And
existed
no,
too.
I have
Don't
not.
worry.
Huh? Huh? And no, I have not seen Cobra Kai, even though I heard good things about it. Hour 53, 2 hours for the first Karate Kid movie. What about Karate Kid 3? Oh yeah, I saw the one with Hilary Swank in it. Was it? Was it? Even though that got like the lowest score. How did the fuck did this movie get the lowest score?
No clue.
Yeah, I saw this one, and I think I saw the fourth movie too. Yeah, the fourth. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, the fourth movie. Yes, the next Karate Kid. That was Hilary Swank's character and stuff. So that's the movies I saw and stuff. I said there was three, then I forgot there was a fourth one too as well. Then after that, I just stopped. After that, I stopped and I saw the Forbidden one that nobody talks about and stuff. But this one right here, it felt more like a homage. Uh, Nothing really, was like blow the roof off and stuff. Um, it paid homage and stuff. It definitely was a tribute to Mr. Miyagi. I didn't even know the guy was actually fucking dead in real life. He died way back in 2005 and stuff. So I didn't even know he was actually dead and stuff. So I was like, well, no wonder they talk about Mr. Miyagi is dead. The dude died way back in 2005. But I think they killed. I think in Cobra Kai, his gravesite says he died in 2011. No, West. So I don't know how that makes any sense and stuff. They should just said he died in 2005. Like the actual actor did, right?
Yep. You think that would be the logical route?
Yeah, they said that he died like he died in 2011. I think the gravesite there was a gravesite for Mr. Miyagi, and it was like 2011. But it wasn't in this movie and stuff. It was in the Cobra Kai show. I was told and stuff. So that there's that and stuff. But you remember Agent May? She's the mother
Yep.
of the new Karate Kid, right? She tells the new Karate Kid Fong, like, hey, look, you got to stop this fighting because that fighting got your brother killed and stuff. Lee loses his brother and everything to a bunch of gangsters and stuff, all because he won a fucking Karate Kid tournament, I think. So he gets stabbed and then he dies and stuff. But it's like, and then Lee, knew kung fu and stuff, so he goes to try to teach his girlfriend, the girl that he meets, and their relationship is complicated because the girl recently got a relationship with the guy that he's gonna be facing. What's his name? Connor Day. Connor Day. And Connor Day was an asshole to him and stuff. Like when they first meet, fucking, Connor Day sees that I forgot the girl's name. Let me see. What's her name? I think that's the one. Mia. I think that is her name. Yeah, I think that's her name. They she has a dad that's in debt to a bunch of gangsters too and stuff. So the dad doesn't like Lee at first until he came and saved until Lee saw that he was getting about to get jumped by a bunch of guys who wanted their money and stuff, and then he came and whooped all their asses. That was fun to see. Yeah, very rare to see a man whooping all their asses, right? Nowadays. So yeah, he cleans house with them, and then the dad is like, "How the hell did you do that? All that and stuff?" It was like, "I know kung fu, I just don't do it no more and stuff." Then the dad wanted to make a deal with him to teach him some kung fu and stuff, teach him some lessons so he can win that boxing fight and be able to pay those guys off and everything. Uh-oh. And we having some technical issues, or less that's Spectrum wanting to be a dick. Damn. So, I think we'll take a short break right quick. So that way he can get back. Hopefully, it won't take him too long. And then I'll finish explaining the rest of the plot. Damn. Should I redo it?
Nah, keep going.
All right. I at least I let everybody know that we took a short break. All right, and we're back.
Sorry about that, folks. My internet decided to go all screwy and have itself a seizure.
Yeah, I said Spectrum went berserk on you.
All right, let's continue.
So, whatever. Where was I? About the bandits? I forgot.
I forgot too.
Jesus Christ. I think I was talking about where it was like, after that fight, after Lee Fong had saved the dad from beating and stuff, he trains him to become a good boxer, right? So yeah, he trains him to become a good boxer. We go through all the stuff to get him to a good boxer. Then the fight happens, and then unfortunately, the ref was too dumb to see that the guy that was fighting him and stuff, I think, was paid off by the guys that wanted to kill that I think wanted to kill the dude for not paying him his money. So what they do, they have him cheat. I think they paid the referee off, and I think they paid that fighter off to fucking beat him with his arms. Apparently, you can use your arms in boxing now, West.
That's crazy.
Yep. So he was.
I never knew.
Huh?
I never knew you could use your arms in boxing like that.
Yep. So he cheats in boxing. Fucking basically puts the dude in a coma. I think. Luckily, I think Mia's dad survives. So yeah, Mia. I think her name's Mia. Mia's dad survives and stuff, and Mia was mad at Lee for a little bit because apparently she blames him stuff, but he wanted it. I'm sitting over here like, how's that his fault and stuff? The dad told him to train him, right? And then it's mainly the referee's fault for taking that money. That fight was rigged. So yeah, so Lee feels like he's failed and everything. He's feeling like a failure. He rips down his karate posters and everything that inspire him and stuff. He's at his low point and stuff. He doesn't even answer the phone. Which by the way brings in Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan was his teacher before he left Beijing. So Jackie Chan's character, Mr. Han, the first Karate Kid, right? He wanted
Yep.
to give up kid to basically train him up for his fight against Connor Day. Connor Day and stuff, who by the way has beaten them before at school and stuff, which got broken up by the principals. Luckily, they didn't get suspended. By the way, they was just broken up. So they trained for the fight and stuff, and basically, you know, the training sequence doesn't even fucking last long though, and stuff like him going to the trials and stuff. Like you see, it's like training and stuff, but it's like not like it was in the original Karate Kids and stuff. It was pretty quick. Then they go to the fight scenes. He wins the fight, end of the movie and stuff. So, like I said, nothing blew the roof off, right? Nothing blew the roof off and stuff. It felt more like a homage to Karate Kid, right? So that's what it felt like to me. They were paying homage and stuff. Because not to mention, because the reason I said that's because you made a tribute to Mr. Miyagi, and you brought the original Karate Kid back. So that to me right there is just it feels like it was just like homage. So I mean, I didn't hate the movie. I didn't hate the movie at all. So that's the review on it. But I can tell you what we might hate, Wes. Well, first of all, we gotta talk briefly discuss about Phasmophobia. 007 gets an announcement, gets a finally announcement and stuff, and then we gotta talk about the Ace Combat Reddit, unfortunately, because of course. We gotta talk about and then we get to talk about a movie that that I don't think we're both no longer excited for, West.
Yeah, not in the slightest.
I think this movie is fucked.
That guy who screamed that during Superman was right.
Oh, apparently the rumors. I think they debunked that though and stuff. I don't think it was screamed and stuff. But I think there was just like I think they said it like in a. I think that was over exaggerated. Somebody had over exaggerated stuff, but that was being said that the movie was fucked, right?
Yeah.
Which makes sense and stuff. So yeah, it was said, but I don't think it was screamed.
Even if it was exaggerated, doesn't make it any less true.
Yeah, it still is fucked. So there's that. So we'll definitely be talking about Fantastic Four and stuff and Lucasfilm. And then we get to talk about Call of Duty and stuff. I don't fucking know with that franchise at this point.
I don't know. But I got no excitement for it at all.
So yeah. So first of all, Phasmophobia is gonna be turned into a live action horror film. How the fuck is that gonna work?
I don't know. I'm curious to see about it though.
It's fucking Hollywood.
Since it's being done by Blumhouse, I'm gonna put some faith in them. I'll let them cook.
I'm gonna keep my expectations low. I want them to surprise me with this one.
Yeah, I definitely think that this could be a good movie.
Oh, let them surprise me. So make me be wrong for the first time and stuff, because like I said, I just don't trust Hollywood no more. I really don't. I really don't and stuff. But I'll see. I'm not gonna say anything bad about it and stuff. And I have played Phasmophobia, which is not, which according to Carbine is the most scariest thing that he can ever play. West.
Well, Carbine's a pussy, so.
And I went in there.
Remember, he was no. Remember, he hid in that closet the entire fucking time.
Yeah.
And he said, "The ghost will never forgive me, motherfucker." Just 2 seconds later,
somebody crawls up in there and gets him.
Yeah, and he goes, "Motherfucker."
First time I played it, so that was like, I said, bring a ghost.
See, you actually went into the houses, unlike Carbine.
I told y'all, let me be the bait. Let me get see if I can get this ghost up out of here. Ghost up out here and stuff. I think I was the first one to die though. It wasn't even that scary at all though and stuff, honestly. So I was expecting to be a little scared and stuff, but not really. I probably got like a little some goosebumps from it, but that's just about it. So so yeah. We'll see what they do, and so I'm not going to be like, oh, this sucks. Nah. We'll wait and see. So I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, like I said, I'll let him cook. Since it's being done by Blumhouse, I think it's gonna be fine.
Yep.
Hey, moving on.
Yep. Wes, we got our first double. We got ever since Amazon took over took full control of 007, we got our first 007 game.
Yeah.
Let's see how it looks. First of all, and stuff. Now we're gonna keep our expectations low for this because we seen. Well, first of all, they fired the assholes that would have ruined 007, right?
Yeah.
So I think maybe we might have a chance with this one now, West. We'll have to see. We have to see. Oh, what was that? Wait, what was that? That's not PG.
I don't even know if that's PG.
The R-Truth meme. First of all,
but hey,
huh?
But hey, I will say this. This is giving me a little bit of hope that it might be good.
We're bringing Bond girls women back like to this. Their sexy selves now, aren't we? Let's go. That's a start. I had to. With these weirdos green like the way they are and stuff. I mean, would you blame me for wanting to use the R-Truth line?
I don't blame you at all.
Which, by the way, R-Truth came back. That fucking was what the fuck happened in WWE? That's all I'm gonna have to ask.
I don't know, but it's something.
Before, should we talk about that right quick about R-Truth?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I can't show the footage, but yeah, R-Truth returned to stuff. So he made an announcement saying that he was released, right? And the WWE universe went ballistic and stuff. The WWE universe was like, what the fuck? Why are we getting rid of R-Truth, right? And stuff like, I didn't understand the hype behind R-Truth at first and stuff, but then I took the look into consideration for him and stuff. I was like, oh, he's your comedic relief in WWE.
Yeah, he's the funny wrestler.
Okay, so I see what's the hype behind R-Truth. So I start looking into R-Truth more. I did all my research, when it comes to WWE. Since I basically stopped watching WWE because I hated the PG era. I just couldn't do it, right? I had to go and watch through that and stuff. R-Truth had some funny moments in that, right?
Yep.
So like I was like, okay, so R-Truth was your comedic type and stuff. So I was like, okay, so now I see the hype behind it and stuff. So people were fucking livid about R-Truth's release, man. Oh my god. They fucking could not stand it when R-Truth got released and stuff. I was like, WWE, you better reverse this because the backlash is unreal for you guys. Then out of fucking nowhere, Money in the Bank. I didn't even know it was yesterday and stuff. Money in the Bank happened, and R-Truth shows up and beats the hell out of John Cena.
Yo.
And then Triple H with a savage response, like the Chad he is. Let me see if I can find that. Maybe I can show that part.
Oh, there he is. There it is.
This week has been crazy with fans. I'm sure you heard everything. I saw everything that was being said about.
I didn't notice.
Oh, well, in case you didn't know, I wanted to know exactly, was he actually released or leaving the company? And if so, how much did fans play a role in it? Or was there something else that made you guys decide, like, you know what, we want this guy still here?
I love the question. You enjoying the show? Whole part of the show, man.
Man said it was all part of the show. I'm just like, wow, so it was just a prank or something.
Damn, they pulled a sneaky on us.
Triple H is like, Triple H played the game on us. Wow, so so I think it was something to get everybody riled up and stuff. I think this was might have been a test to see how really hyped R-Truth was. And since he got to pop like he did and stuff, they was like, yeah, we got to keep this man. There's no way we're getting rid of R-Truth, right? So that's how this all happened and stuff. Because I feel like it was just a test to see how popular R-Truth was and stuff. Then when they realized how big he was, it was like, nah, we can't get rid of this. So they made a deal with him. They must have upped his pay the minute they found out how much pop he was getting. So R-Truth is back. That's crazy. Then we talk about Naomi winning the Money in the Bank?
That was a surprise to me.
I thought it was gonna be Alexa Bliss, honestly, and stuff. I don't know what they're doing with her. Oh look, we got butthurt people already talking about Triple H angry with R-Truth and stuff. He didn't look angry on that.
I swear, these people are just making up nonsense headlines just so they can get them clicks, Chopper.
That's what I'm saying. Like, did it look like he looked angry at all? It looked like he was happy about it. He looked like he knew what the fuck he was doing. Like, Triple H was like over here like, yeah, I did that. Got a problem? And stuff. So like, yeah. Also, we do gotta address what's been going on about Roxanne Perez and Liv Morgan, right? And so unfortunately, there's been some serious shit happening there. That part. So it's not between those two. It's the fact is you got a lot of fucking creeps going after them. Like holy shit and stuff. So Roxanne has been getting death threats up the ass. by by fucking weirdos and stuff for some unknown reason. And so, why are we sending her death threats? Like, y'all, like, what the fuck is going? The fuck is wrong with this world at this point? I don't get it, Wes and stuff. Like, why are we sending Roxanne death threats?
I really don't know.
Like, yeah, I get it. I get it. I don't like Roxanne and stuff, but I'm not going to, you know, send her private messages saying that I'm going to go to her and fucking stab her or something like that. I'm not gonna do that shit. Like, if I don't like a wrestler or something like that, I'm simply just not gonna give a shit for them, right? Like, I just simply just don't give a shit for them. Just don't watch their shit and just move on with my life. Like, that's all I'm gonna do. So I'm not going to fucking send her death threat stuff. Cause like, at the end of the day, she's just doing her job. She's a fucking heel. So like, for y'all to just, like, have y'all forgotten that there's this thing called babyface and heel, that she's meant to play the villain?
Literally, like, God forbid heels do bad. Like, God forbid that happens, right? God forbid the bad guys are the bad guys.
Yeah, God forbid, Roxanne destroys Rhea and stuff. Yeah, puts her head through a ladder and stuff, and then Rhea's out for 5 months and stuff. Yeah, and these weirdos are gonna be sending her death threats because she put Rhea out, right? Even though we all know Rhea probably wanted that time off to go spend time with her husband, right?
Yeah.
So she was probably like, you know what, Roxanne, write me off. Just put me through a ladder or something, right? Like, you gotta understand that and stuff. And then, what is with these creeps going for Liv Morgan and stuff? Like, good lord. And then we have fucking old creepos and stuff, because we found out that the stalker is an old bastard, right?
Yep.
Fucking was stalking Liv Morgan and stuff, and then they arrested his ass. And that's not his first time, Wes. He's done it plenty of times. Like, honestly, we should this is why I say we need to open back up mental asylums in America.
Yeah.
We need to, because it would keep these freaks up off the streets and stuff. Because apparently they get butthurt by WWE wrestlers apparently doing their job. That's it. Wow, just like, yeah, like, I actually feel bad for Roxanne and stuff. Like, I don't like her as a wrestler and stuff, but I'm pretty sure as a person, she's probably a sweetheart and stuff. And then she's going through this shit. Like, I have no choice but to feel bad. So, you know, that I gotta do what's right and stuff and speak out against that. You know, for somebody that I'm not a fan of, but I don't like to see them have to go through this shit. It sucks. Like, come on, y'all creeps need to get a life, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry and stuff. But anyways, back to the double. But yeah, anything else I missed on the Money in the Bank?
No, let's just continue on.
Yeah.
His parents cut their own rope to save him. He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain. He was 11 years old.
He then Started a grand tour of every major boarding school in Britain.
Always at the top of his class.
Always at odds with authority. Same thing in the Navy.
His superiors all praise his instincts.
And they're all in need of early retirement. Nobody knows what to do with him, Mom.
No, and I suspect he feels the same way. But what he did in Iceland...
This is a James Bond origin story.
What he did in Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to blind luck. Give me one good reason to put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway. It's really quite simple. Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
Hey, it's no longer. It looks like Tom Cruise. That looks like a young Tom Cruise right there, Wes.
It does. Like,
I'm not making this shit up. We got a young. Oh my god! Just imagine Tom Cruise's voice in this character.
Do you have an appointment?
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Oh god, I already got red flags from looking at that girl. I had to jinx it.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
So you shouldn't have.
We're facing a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
009 is a master manipulator. Whatever the endgame is, we won't see it coming.
Jet lag. Gets me every time.
She's not your friend, Bond. She's an asset.
With respect, Mom. To hell with that.
Tell me, what do you do, James?
Lately, headhunting.
A lot better than Daniel Craig, I'll tell you that for sure.
I suppose this is another teachable moment.
So what do you think about that trailer?
you know what? I'm digging it.
It's a lot, and the fact is that we're bringing back Bond girls and stuff. I thought they were against this shit. I guess firing Jennifer Salke was a good idea then.
Yeah, and kicking Phoebe Waller-Bridge to the curb.
Yeah.
After $400 million of nothing.
Yeah, because now look at this. We get to see a Bond girl finally in a bikini and everything. It's about damn time.
Yeah, looking good and sexy.
Yep. Wow. Okay. Because you remember what Amazon was saying? Is that they were talking about, well, we could have Bond be this, guy that gets all the ladies and stuff. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Looks to me that's exactly what they're going back to and stuff. But I guess that was because Jennifer Salke was still there at the time and stuff. But now that she's gone, I think Amazon was like, we need some fucking money. So bring back James Bond, and actually let him be James Bond. So what I think this is like an origin story and stuff. But like, wouldn't this be like in the 60s? Would this be like in the 60s if that was the case and stuff? Because like because remember James Bond started way back in the 60s and stuff. Like unless this is introducing the new Bond basically. So since Daniel Craig is out of the picture now, thank fucking God, right?
Yep.
Like thank fucking God that he's done. And so like maybe we can actually get a proper Bond and stuff. And he's actually sounding British too and stuff. So that's another thing I'll give you credit for, right? So this is our new Bond and stuff. Look at that. Good looking Bond right there, right? Well, except for the scar in his face. But I guess we can dig that Bond, right?
Yep.
So, alright, I'll take that. Alright, Amazon, I see what you're doing there. Alright, we gotta talk about the apparently Ace Combat 8 was going to be announced and stuff, but we got false hope. Huh?
No, Chopper. It was rumored.
Yep.
But apparently people don't know how to word their sentences right.
By the subreddit again. Like anybody that still listens to the Ace Combat subreddit stuff is out of their fucking minds and stuff. Why? Huh?
I mean, have you seen what's been going on the actual Reddit? On the subreddit?
Yeah. Which is why the server got shut down and stuff. I like how, people really was really digging that server and stuff. Because even I didn't say much in that server, right? Like, because I kind of stopped saying stuff when I started hearing things about the person who was running the server, right? So I was like, nah, I can't do this, man. I can't work with this and stuff. Because now you're creating you're trying to turn Ace Combat into something toxic. And I can't dig that and stuff. Because, like, I love Ace Combat. But I'm not going to indulge myself with a toxic community like that and stuff. So I was like, something's got to be done. And then I was happy as hell to hear that Reddit Discord server West was shut down. What happened to that, anyways?
I don't know.
Well, it got shut down. It was probably for the best and stuff. Probably because people found out how much Zeke was a piece of shit to people, right?
Let's hope.
So I'm hoping that's what the case is and stuff. But yeah, just another false rumor and stuff. I mean, Ace Combat. I'm feeling like Ace Combat 8 is in production hell right now. It's been like that for a lot of games. So for those of you who thought Ace Combat 8 is coming and stuff, be patient and stuff. Eventually, it will come whenever it comes and stuff. I mean, it's probably in production hell. All right, now we got to talk about Fantastic Four and Marvel. Marvel in general, West. They released another trailer, West, for the Fantastic Four. You want to watch it?
Family.
Watch this lovely Fantastic Four trailer.
Family. It's about connecting to something bigger than yourself. Whatever life throws at us, we'll face it together.
Hey, look what they spoiled to us this time, West. It's the baby. Marvel, why the fuck did you just spoil that for yourselves? You couldn't, like, you couldn't leave spoilers out your trailers. Why would you do that? I guess Marvel don't want money, West.
I guess not.
That baby right there, they spoiled Franklin Richards. And just look at this whole situation, Wes. You can already tell who's going to be the leader of the leader of this team, Wes. You can already tell. And so we'll get into that and stuff. Let's finish this trailer.
Johnny, now!
As a family.
Today, we are your defenders. The four of us will face the danger, and we will protect you.
Is this guy good? The clobbering time? Oh, yeah.
I finally knocked it off the list.
List.
The new spacesuits.
I take back every single bad thing I've been saying about you. To myself. In private.
Really? Did they really have to end with a joke? Oh my god.
God, this movie is so screwed.
It really is. We can't just have one good Fantastic Four movie for once, Marvel. Like, did anybody think that the MCU is gonna finally do justice? Because they do justice a lot more justice better than when Fox had it and stuff. Even without them taking over this, he ain't doing shit.
My God.
Jesus Christ.
You know what, Chopper? I just came up with a new name for this movie.
What?
The Floptastic Boar.
Yep.
Because that's what this is going to be. A Floptastic Boar.
Yep.
Because, Jesus Christ, the more I see of this movie, the less I want to see it.
Yep. It really is. It really is about the flop. It really is. Yep. It really is looking like to be a floptastic. Just more and more each time I see these trailers. And not to mention, spoiling Franklin Richards ain't gonna save your case.
Yep. It's just further proof Marvel can't keep nothing secret.
Yep. Yeah, just more proof. But anyways, hey Wes.
Yes, Chopper.
We got more news about Madam Web, which is Dakota Johnson saying that it's a lot of creative decisions are made by the committee. It started out as something and turned into something else, and I was sort of along for the ride at that point. Yeah, because the creators don't even know what they're doing and stuff because they thinking they're making a Spider-Man universe But where's Spider-Man, West?
Yeah, that's the big question. Where's Spider-Man?
Oh yeah, where is Spider-Man at? Nowhere to be found. So I mean, she does have a point and stuff. It's mostly creative decisions that they be making and stuff. Because how you gonna put Madam Web, but with no Spider-Man? So Wes, we got our projections stuff, and the shields, of course, are over here. You know, saying that this could disprove the Marvel fatigue with a massive start to the box office. Press X to doubt. Press X to doubt.
Yeah, fucking right. In what universe?
I'm pressing X to doubt right now. Because that is not happening. That is not happening. I'm going to tell you that right now and stuff. In what universe? It said the best first day ticket pre-sellers of 2025. And then they came up and then what was worst of all, West? They came up with an excuse saying that where was it? Oh yeah, they said that the Fantastic Four pre-sales, right, had crashed Fandango app, West.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah, I'm sure it did and stuff. Okay, then why was y'all saying that when Deadpool Wolverine came out? That's what I would like to know, right? Yeah, we're talking about how it crashed the app and stuff. Then where was that crash when Deadpool Wolverine happened? Yeah, I would call bullshit on that and just an X to doubt. So I don't believe that at all. And stuff because but I will admit this is probably right here true that it will have a great opening weekend. It's tracked to earn 125 to 136 million on its domestic box office opening weekend, right? And I think it will do that and stuff because there's a lot of curiosity to see if this movie is going to go anywhere, do good and stuff. And it's going to probably have to take good word of mouth for it to keep going and stuff. But I say it has a excellent box office weekend, right? It's going to have an excellent box office weekend and stuff because lots of people are going to go and see this and stuff. But then if this movie fucking sucks, West, then after that it's going to drop off.
Yeah, if that word of mouth gets around that's saying that this movie sucks, I don't know what you're gonna do, Marvel. It's already gonna be too late.
Yep. Yeah. Just like what this guy said, still looking forward to the Fantastic Four, but the rumors aren't doing the film any favors. That is true, right there. Like all these rumors that are coming out about Sue Storm taking over and stuff, it's going to be it's going to be a female Silver Surfer in a Sue Storm movie and stuff. That's not going well for this film, Disney. If you think that's going to work and stuff, it's not. It's going to kill your film. Look what happened to the Thunderbolts. It's a semi-decent movie. Something watchable for once and stuff. And yet what happened is You failed at the box office because with this MCU stupidity, people just got tired of it. So they even wanted to go give Thunderbolts a chance, Wes. They did even barter. Look at this. Crash. 374 billion, West. Because people were just done with Marvel. They're done with Marvel. They're just done. So we will see, Wes, how this movie does stuff. But I highly doubt that it's going to have a good opening weekend and stuff. But I highly doubt it's going to continue to keep that up, right? I highly doubt it. Not with the rumors coming out and stuff. I'll be very surprised if it's actually a good movie, West. I'm just going to be over here like, then why the fuck are y'all over here saying this stupid shit once again? Disney, you should start putting NDA on these actors to tell them to shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that way you can get your movie out and stuff, and then you can actually not have to worry about people not showing up because they watched some girl boss movie. And then we get to the good part of the Fantastic Four, which we're about to talk about, Wes, and stuff. Because guess what? Once again, the executive producer, which is now confirmed. Sue Storm is the leader of the Fantastic Four. You see that? You see that? You see that? Now you just basically shove a nail in the coffin of your own movie. And this time it's by the executive producer, Grant Curtis, over here. So let's take a good look at that guy. Yeah, this dude decided to run his mouth off. Yeah, good job, Grant Curtis stuff. Now you done thanks to you done told everybody what this movie's gonna be. You know, if the executive producer is saying this, Wes, Fantastic Four is just fucking done.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking done. It's fucking done. It's fucking insane and stuff. And then now you got shill articles like this and stuff. And look and get this, Wes. I had to scroll through a bunch of articles. Look at all this. To find this article. We're getting the Sue Storm we deserve. As to say that the Sue Storms that we didn't get before, like Jessica Alba, wasn't good enough. Because I guess it was too much for the male gaze, Wes. Check this out. The last live-action version of Sue Storm wasn't exactly a win for women. What are you talking about? This was not a win for women.
Huh?
What was Sue Storm supposed to be then? Because Jessica Alba being Sue Storm was actually the best Sue Storm. And Sue Storm actually acted like Sue Storm. And Reed Richards was able to lead the group. They were all this is what y'all want to have happen and stuff. I know you got you weirdos out there. You want Sue Storm to run the boy, to be able to run the boys. The boys can't say nothing and stuff. Even though Fantastic Four is a team effort. If one falls out of line, the whole team falls apart. So for you to sit over there and say that she's the leader and stuff, this team could fall apart because of her. If you said that about Ben Grimm or Johnny Storm being the leader, the team would fall apart, right?
Yep.
So for you guys to sit over there and try to girl boss this girl into that and stuff, you don't realize the meaning of Fantastic Four. You never even read a comic to realize that that the team will fall apart the minute that somebody disagrees. This is certainly not the fault of the actor who played her in the mid 2000s films, Jessica Alba. It sure sounds like it's because you didn't like her.
Yeah, it sounds like you're trying to blame somebody here.
But more a byproduct of a more male-gazing era. That is such bullshit. If I ever heard that, Wes.
This really is bullshit.
Yeah, of filmmaking. The Sue Storm we'll see in First Steps is promised to be more multi-faceted. As Curtis assuredly notes, Sue is the real center of the four. Good job for...
No.
Oh my god. So we can officially call this Feminist Four. That's what I'm getting at. The feminism Four. If you don't go back to the comments, you realize that Sue Storm is arguably the leader of the Fantastic Four because without Sue Storm, everything falls apart. No shit. Without Reed Richards, everything falls apart. Without Ben Grimm, everything falls apart. Without Human Torch, everything falls apart. But you acting like if we don't have the woman, the Fantastic Four is nothing. They got
Besides,
huh?
Okay, and I also need to say this. I don't think there is a definitive leader in Fantastic Four.
There is no leader.
Because they're a team who work together. They don't need to be bossing one another around. Sure, maybe Reed will pop up and say, hey, I think it'll be logical if we do this. Or maybe Sue will have an idea, or Ben, or Johnny.
They're all the brains of that outfit. That's what you need to understand and stuff. It ain't because a woman puts it together and stuff like that. No, it's a group effort. You making it sound like how David Ruffin said it about the Temptations. I'm the one who started the group and stuff. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. That's what it sounds like they're saying, right?
Yep.
Like I can make a number of examples. That's like having the Temptations. But one person's trying to lead the group and stuff. It's like trying to put David Ruffin at the forefront of the Temptations stuff, and you know that's not how the Temptations work. That's like putting, I don't know, let's see what else. The Avengers with trying to put Black Widow as the leader of the group, right? That's like trying to put the Jacksons. The Jacksons and stuff, but Michael Jackson was the leader of the group, right?
Yep.
Like you cannot do that and stuff. You're literally
they're a family who work together. They don't need a leader.
That's what I'm saying. Basically, you saying this is basically you basically being like, well, meaning that Michael Jackson could lead the Jacksons. That's basically how you sounded like right there. That's not how this works and stuff. These guys can't even get in their fucking dicks. Those are the amount of families that exist and stuff that had to coordinate. They had to coordinate with each other and stuff to be the group they are today. But yet here we are. One woman in the Fantastic Four has to be outshine all of them and stuff because according to fucking weirdos like this. But in terms of character and treatment, who should be front and center, it's like, hey, let's tell the best story possible. You're not telling the best story possible. You're telling the quickest way to disperse the Fantastic Four. And this is why your movie is going to possibly fail, Marvel, because you did shit like this. You paved way for shit like this to happen. I'm not even going to read the rest of this. I just wanted to read that first part, Wes. What you think about that?
Oh, God. I just really think it's stupid.
This movie is fucked. It is fucked. That's all I'm going to say is, so the Fantastic Four, I have no hopes. I really don't. And then what? And you know what? You know what's crazy, Wes? They could do that and stuff, but Marvel can't. But they can't do this. We can't have this happen and stuff because guess what? Marvel Comics did, Wes. T'Challa has a white son, and he's became the new Black Panther. And guess what? These weirdos are foaming out the mouth, Wes.
Yep.
These weirdos are foaming out the mouth. Because a white guy had defeated T'Challa and is taking the mantle. But guess what? We come to find out, if you read down into this article, Wes, that it's coming to find out they're using this to basically push some type of Trump type of message, Wes. I couldn't expect less for fucking basic creatively bankrupt idiots. Instead of using this for a villain plot, right? I can understand that, right? T'Challa now has to take back his kingdom, right? From his son, right? A father and son type of deal, right?
Yep.
You know, T'Challa has to take back his kingdom from his son and stuff. Teach him a lesson and stuff. That would have made sense and stuff, but no, they had to put Trump in it, of course. Well, I couldn't have expected much less for the Orange Man to be referenced because you just can't leave him out of your fucking mouth. You can't leave politics out of your mouth. But I asked these weirdos on TikTok and stuff, why do you care all of a sudden now? Why do you care that that T'Challa has a white son? Why do y'all niggas care? See, y'all were saying that when y'all were telling us that and stuff when y'all decided to bring in Captain when y'all made Sam Wilson become Captain America. You don't remember that? Oh, it's not a problem now. It's not a problem now, Wes. It's a problem now, Wes and stuff. But you forget what they said about what they said about Sam Wilson and Ironheart and all that shit, right? Now y'all want to care when a black man gets when the white man takes the mantle, right?
We have a white Black Panther before GTA 6. Marvel, what is going on? For those who don't know, the new Black Panther in the comics is this guy right here called Ketema. Yeah? In my language, if you say Katema, it means a little black. Bro, what is Marvel doing, bro? He's meant to be T'Challa's son. Like, I don't know how that's possible. Maybe Uncle Ruckus, man. Man had a revitiligo or some shit.
Oh, great. Uncle Ruckus. See, you see what I mean and stuff? Oh, now it's a big deal, Wes. I thought you saying y'all don't care. I thought you said we shouldn't care. You said you were praising Marvel when they took the mantle away from Steve Rogers, right? You wasn't saying shit about that, remember, Wes?
Yep.
Now it's a problem. Hey, look at this. We can watch some of these and stuff.
The new Black Panther is a white guy. What in the Ryan Gosling is going on right now? My first reaction was to tear everything
the same
down
thing
like
you dish at us. Why you
I
care?
was like, let me read the story to get all the context. The story is in Marvel Knights: The World to Come #1.
Okay, we don't need to know about that. Y'all over here being mad about something that y'all told us not to be mad about. Like how fucking just double standards, Wes.
Yep.
Now this is about to make a lot of black people mad. It's about to make a lot of people upset.
Hey, it is.
They just turned Black Panther into a white guy. They just turned Black Panther, the Black Panther, Wakanda, all of that. They just turned him into a white guy, bro. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not laughing for the reason you may think that I'm laughing. Okay? Now, I'm laughing because all the black people were happy every time they took a white character and made him black. Okay? They take a...
That's what you see what I'm saying, Wes? Right there. I mean, the truth hurts. Y'all were happy when Sam Wilson became Captain America. Y'all were praising it. So y'all called anybody racist, especially me. I got deemed racist, Wes, because I thought Sam Wilson sucks as Captain America, right?
Take a white character and blackwash him and do all of this stuff for appropriation, for DEI, for inclusion. Oh, we need to be represented. All of that shit, right? And see, they get black people with this shit every single time, bro. They dangle carrots and fruit in front of your face, and then they hit you with the whoop-de-wham, bro. They was doing all of that shit. Oh yeah, you can have your black person. You can change this person into a black person. You can change Nick Fury into Samuel L. Jackson, all of that. Yeah, go ahead, do all of that. But we gonna take your Black Panther and we gonna turn him white. And then you can't say nothing. Like black people that want to get upset and be like, oh, how could you, blah, 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 blah. Y'all can't say nothing, bro. At all. Because y'all been okay with this shit for the last umpteen amount of years. Every time it happens for y'all, it's okay. Oh, we're getting represented and blah, 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 blah.
He ain't wrong, Wes, is he?
Yep.
See, now when the shoe's on the other foot, now y'all saying, so we warned y'all asses this was going to happen and stuff. That eventually all your black characters going to get turned white. And what y'all do? Y'all just shrugged it off. Just wait. Captain Marvel's going to be black too, Wes. Whoa, wait. Did I say Captain Marvel's going to be gender swapped, Wes? Next. That's what they're shooting for next. I hope they do it, Wes. I hope they do it. We got a trailer to watch, Wes. Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Are you excited for it?
Honestly, I have no opinion at this point.
You want to watch it?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Guild.
Alright.
We have been expecting you.
Is that the robot from Advanced Warfare? I mean, not Advanced, Infinite Warfare?
Follow me. You already know us as a global tech leader. Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives. Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the global scope of that mission in action. Let me introduce you to our esteemed visionary.
Wow, this trailer's boring.
For too long, we have been bound by outdated systems, accepting limitations instead of redefining them. The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow, now. We are pioneering the future of protection worldwide. Our advancements are designed to elevate everyday life, reshaping the future of technology on a global scale. I'm Emma Higgins, CEO of the Guild.
Fear is a powerful thing. David Mason.
That would. Who is that?
That's
You were lagging out, Wes. Say that again.
That's supposed to be Menendez.
I thought he got killed in Black Ops 2.
I don't know.
Oh my.
Apparently that's Raul Menendez.
Oh my god.
And the guy we've been seeing all trailer, that's apparently David.
David looks like trash. What are they doing to their franchise at this point? That's David. I think they're starting to turn this into Black. I think Warzone is staying, but it's going to Blackout West.
Oh God.
Oh no. No, 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 no. We got another trailer to watch, Blast and stuff, but apparently it's okay to loot people, West.
Treaties were signed.
Wanna watch the trailer?
Promises made and broken. Is it stealing to take back what was stolen?
Stolen? Who is stealing them?
Us.
It's time to get out of there.
Let me introduce a friend of mine. Smart, agile, and will let you look into places with the tightest security.
This game is encouraging people to steal, West.
I could probably bench press every one of you.
Oh my god.
Smith strikes again.
I just want this shit to be over.
Listen, are you having second thoughts?
No.
I'm having
Just
second
hoping you
thoughts
won't
right
get
now.
me killed.
Yeah.
I know what you and your little crew are doing.
Nobody threatens my family or my friends and gets away with it. So we are going to do whatever it takes to take back Africa's belongings. And we're going to do
So
it
basically
together.
stealing shit from... What the hell is this, Wes? You ready to play some Reloaded?
Hell nah, man. I thought they didn't like making stereotypes about black people, man. But
that was
why
so
are they
stereotyped.
about stealing? Wow. Way to get away from the stereotype there, guys.
Good job, man. Like, you stereotyped that so hard that you didn't even try to hide it this time. You said whatever sticks, basically. Here we go. And we're going to watch the final trailer before we talk about that final subject and stuff, and then we're going to get off of this and stuff. Because, like I said, I'm kind of tired, right?
Yep.
So, I think I wanted to do some gaming and stuff and then go to bed.
10, 9, 8, 7.
But this is Alien Earth and stuff. Something that's actually good, not that other shit we've been watching.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Apparently,
How's
this is
our girl?
before the first Alien
She's
movie,
ready.
West.
Really?
Yep.
You're going to be the first person to transition from a human body to a synthetic.
Because
I'm special.
This is before the
That's
Nostromo had took it off.
You're very,
That's interesting.
very special.
As long as it doesn't, like, void the Nostromo incident, right?
We have a downed spacecraft.
I want what's on that ship.
We can do it. We're fast. We're strong. We don't break.
Oh, by the way, all those are fucking humanoids now. That's crazy.
It's like a zoo, but the animals got out.
This ship collected 5 different
I guess
life
it's better than
forms
taking human
from the
lives, Wes.
darkest corners of the universe. Monsters.
Invasive species. Predatory.
If we don't lock them down, it will be too late.
I already know it's gonna be too late stuff. Not a bad trailer, Wes. Not a bad trailer. What you think about that trailer?
It looks good.
Yep. Hey, at least they're well, there's probably gonna be human lives taken and stuff, but they're using humanoids to go after the alien. That's funny. That's what they should have done in the first place. Maybe Ripley and her crew would have survived. Right? If y'all had humanoids, then why the fuck y'all didn't send them to the Nostromo to die? I guess that wouldn't make for an alien plot, wouldn't it? Wes, so apparently we're getting reports now that we found the current candidates to succeed Kathleen Kennedy, West. And it's basically people that Kathleen Kennedy trusted. I'm gonna tell you why that is, because if you look at their leadership team, they're currently on there, which they've been putting out lots of dog shit. There they are, right there, lots of dog shit and stuff, and they're part of that team and stuff. So if anybody thinks that Lucasfilm is going to change because one of these two are going to take over Kathleen Kennedy's reigns, you're out of your fucking mind. Like, I don't know why people keep thinking that they're going to come save Star Wars, right, Rest? You got to take into consideration of this. They're all under Kathleen Kennedy and stuff, which means they were all in it together. All these terrible stories like the Acolyte and all that shit and stuff came from these people, which means that these people are going to continue to kill Star Wars. That's going to be Kathleen Kennedy's legacy. And she gets to retire, gets to look at it and be like, you don't have to worry about my... Huh?
She gets to reap all the reward of
watching
she needs to face the consequences.
That's what I'm saying. These guys all, like, what Disney needs to do is to purge this whole damn lineup right here. Just, they all need to go. All of them and stuff. Because all these guys have proven time and time again that they're incompetent to continue George Lucas's legacy. They even burned whatever George Lucas had planned for the expanded universe just to pull out the secret trilogy. That right there should have been just them being terminated. So Disney, if you were smart enough, you'll get rid of all these people and stuff and hire you somebody that cares about Star Wars. Hire you somebody that's not going to ruin Star Wars so he can go back to its feet. Because Star Wars is dead. And as long as these two are going to stay, Star Wars ain't coming back for shit. And I don't want to hear that Dave Filoni is going to save the day. He ain't saving shit. And stuff. As a matter of fact, we might be getting more Ahsoka. Because, you know, that's who he likes to jerk off to at night, right? Is Ahsoka. So, you best be prepared. If he gets that role, Ahsoka is going to be everywhere you look. So, you got anything else to say about that? Is there anything else you'd like to add before I end this?
Nope.
Alright. So yeah, with that and stuff, we're gonna sign out for now and stuff. Like and favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next stream or video that I make. It says so. This is Chopper signing out for now. Peace.